It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening? It's showtime, everybody, and the weekend is here. It is the Geno Jones Show. Bam! You see the sign behind me. How we doing? Thank you. I want to thank everybody for watching me live. It's Friday. I know you got a lot going on. You got happy hour after work. Folks get the summertime in July, hotter than July. Folks are getting their party on, going to the beach. Oh yes, it's the big movie weekend. They're calling it Barbenheimer. So you've got the Barbie movie and this movie Oppenheimer about the building of the atomic bomb here in the United States. I hear it's phenomenal. And of course, all you Barbie fans, I should have stock in Mattel. All the money that I've spent buying Barbie dolls and Barbie doll houses, big giant, like a mansion, and Barbie Porsches and Destiny's Child Barbies. Heck, I could have paid tuition for Boogie and Allie with all the money over the years I spent buying Barbie stuff. So I need to get some of that money back, Mattel. I don't know what your stock is going for, but I need to become a shareholder and get some stock in Mattel. I digress. So shout out to everybody that's going to check out the Barbie movie. Shout out to everybody that's going to be checking out Oppenheimer. And just shout out to everybody that's going to be having a great time, going to happy hour, party, picnic, family reunion, whatever you got going on. So wherever you are, tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel, one of the fastest growing shows on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I'm about less than 80 new subscribers away from being a YouTube partner. That means a brother's about less than 80 new subscribers from getting a check, securing that YouTube bag, if you know what I'm saying. So continue to supporting the Geno Jones Show, Geno Media, my company, my media company, and supporting that tuition fund. I got one more year of college tuition, and they just raised it like 10 grand over the year, for a year. So I need all the new subscribers I can get. Share, screen grab, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. My normal start times and dates are Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And if you missed any back episode, you can go back and check it out. I've had some great conversation. My monologues are fire. I'm about to get into one now. And then I've had all kind of celebrity guests. Everybody from Ronald Isley and Ernie Isley. That's right, Mr. Big has been on the show. Lettucey, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Kenny Lattimore, Howard Hewitt, Lenny Williams, Roy Chip Anthony with the Southern Soul Swing vibe. So many, Senator Cory Booker. I can't even count all the great guests that I have had on the show. But you can go back and binge watch all of those episodes. Make it a Geno Jones Show binge watch weekend. And if you're at the family reunion, or if you're at the club tonight, or your favorite spot, your bar and grill, happy hour spot, tell everybody, spread the word to them. Subscribe to the Geno Jones Show, share, like, and screen grab. And by the way, if you're watching me live, like I know some folks are, if you have a question, you want to start a conversation, you got a comment, feel free to post it when I'm on camera live. I have a live chat room open so we can have a conversation, and I'll talk with you on the air. Shout out to my number one fan, my mother. She's like my executive producer. She's like my CEO of publicity, CEO of PR, call it the CEO of publicity, PR, and prayer. That would be my mother, Mary Dixon. Thank you, Mother. I love you more than life itself. So let's all right, so we were just talking about the Barbie movie. So to all the Barbie girls in a Barbie world, today is your day. This weekend is your day. The movie is out. Starring in the movie is the sister named Issa Rae. You seen the tall, brown-skinned sister, nice-looking sister that was in, she starred in and wrote, I think it was on HBO, Insecure, maybe Showtime, I forgot. One of the cable channels. It's not on now. She's done a lot of stuff, talented sister. I think she is like President Barbie. That's what I hear. So she's in the movie, and there's actually a Issa Rae President Barbie doll. So there's a Tina. Now, I found out today there's this amazing looking Tina Turner doll. Let's see, there is a Zendaya doll, Gabby Douglas, our U.S. Olympic gold medalist, gymnast. There's got it. So they got to have a Simone Biles Barbie coming pretty soon. There's a Diana Ross Barbie. There is a Maya Angelou Barbie. There's a Rosa Parks Barbie. The tennis star Naomi Osaka Barbie. So there's got to be, come on, y'all. Come on, Mattel. I know y'all got a Serena and Venus Barbie. You got to have that. So I want to shout out to my daughters, both of my daughters. Damaris is at the Barbie movie now. So, look, I'm in a house full of Barbie girls in the Barbie world. And like I said, I need to get some of that money back. So I don't know what did the stock close today? What did Mattel stock close at today? I don't know, but I definitely need to get some shares. And congratulations to Irvin Magic Johnson. So he is part of a new ownership group that purchased they're called the Washington Commanders. They used to be the Washington Redskins, a National Football League team that's in Washington, D.C., even though they play like in Maryland, Virginia. They play everywhere but D.C., so there's talk about them moving back into the District of Columbia. So I believe the majority owner is a guy named Josh Harris, but Magic Johnson is definitely one of the major shareholders. He's part of the ownership group. So I saw him on the Today Show with Craig Melvin, who's a South Carolina native. Shout out to Craig Melvin. That was a great conversation you had with Magic. To see Magic get that emotional, that it meant that much to him. He said, this is the biggest thing now think about this. Magic has won 5 NBA championships, beat the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals, the elimination game, won it in Boston on the parquet floor. So he's opened up movie theaters. He's one of the owners of the Los Angeles Dodgers. They won a World Series. The WNBA team, the Los Angeles Spark. He's one of the owners with them. They've won championships. But being one of the owners of the Washington Commanders, that's their name now, is the biggest thing he's done. And he just got emotional because he was saying he wants to just do his best and show the world that black people, if you give us a chance, if you give black folks a chance, we'll shine and we will excel. And you could tell he felt the weight of representing all of us, especially everybody in his community. He's an American, but he's a black man, and he's an unapologetically proud black man. Because everything Magic has touched, movie theaters, Starbucks, TGI Fridays in business, everything Magic, he won a championship in college, in high school. Everything Magic has touched has turned into gold and more. So to see him so emotional, it really hit me that he takes the weight of being a shining example for his culture and the community. So folks that don't look like us can say, well, damn, that old racist ass stereotype, that, look at Magic. He doesn't fit that narrative, that racist idea that we have of black men and black people. And carrying that weight, you could see it just hit him, that he feels a special sense of responsibility to represent black people, especially in this country, in an amazing way. And Magic, we love you, brother. We love you, and we are proud of you. Continue to do your thing. Look, I grew up in Chicago. I was a Bears fan in '85, but the owners of the McCaskey families, that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm happy for you. So I can almost root for you all, except for when you play the Chicago Bears, and I can't, then I'm out on that game. But I wish you well, and I'm sure the team, folks that live in they call it the DMV. That's the D.C., Maryland, Virginia metro area. The DMV, stand up, because Magic is coming to town, y'all. And I guarantee you that the Commanders, as a matter of fact, shout out to Al Roker. because they were talking on the set of the Today Show about they should change the name. And I got to give Al Roker his credit. He said they should call them the Washington Magic. Yeah, there's an Orlando Magic. That's in the NBA. That don't count. Who cares? It don't matter. So shout out to Al Roker. He was right on it. He's like, call them the Washington Magic. So Magic, y'all need to change the name from the Washington Commanders to the Washington Magic. And hook up Al Roker with some season tickets. And while you're at it, you can hook your man up too. I'd love to fly to D.C. I'd like to sit up in the owner's box with you and Mr. Harris, Josh Harris. That'd be cool. So congratulations to Magic. So this guy Josh Harris, he also owns the Philadelphia 76ers, the NBA team in Philadelphia, and he's one of the co-owners of the New Jersey Devils in New Jersey. So man, Josh got money. He's doing his thing. But man, shout out to Magic, man. And shout out to the NFL. Now, can we get some more owners, some black owners in the league? And let's get some more black general managers and presidents. Why? The game is 75% of the brothers, the players in the NFL are brothers. So come on now, what are we doing here? I'm just saying. Brewmaster Dre, what's happening, man? I appreciate you checking out the show today. So let me do this. Cancers today, happy birthday, Kim Whitley. Kim Whitley is 62. Damian Marley, reggae singer, one of Bob Marley's. Hey man, everything be Irie, one of his many. How many kids does Bob Marley have? What, he got, about 100? Nick Cannon ain't got nothing on Bob Marley. Nick Cannon dreams that he could be Bob Marley. Bob Marley was like a human sperm bank and a legendary, iconic reggae pop singer, performer. Just, oh man, Bob Marley is the dude. Had a lot of babies too. Damian Marley is 45 today. Happy birthday. And celebrating a birthday tomorrow, my man Keith Sweat is going to be 62 tomorrow. The king of P-Funk, the Godfather, my man George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic, the mastermind, the Godfather. George Clinton is going to be P-Funky tomorrow. He's going to be 82. Happy birthday to George Clinton. P-Funk. Maybe some of the greatest music. P-Funk was so bad. P-Funk is the sound, R&B sound, that 20 years later, you had people sampling and using it and coming up. You would, shout out to Dr. Dre, because you would have G-Funk and you would have the Chronic album and Snoop's first album if you didn't have P-Funk. Because G-Funk is just P-Funk sampled. So shout out to George Clinton. Man, how many people have sampled George Clinton's music? You think a lot of people sampled James Brown. Man, P-Funk arguably could be the most sampled form of music. Man, George Clinton. Shout out to you, brother. And Danny Glover, star of the Lethal Weapon franchise movies. Danny Glover is going to be 77 on Saturday. So everybody's celebrating a birthday today and this weekend. Happy birthday. So now, before I get out of here, shout out to everybody once again watching me live. Before I get out of here, as Frankie Beverly and Mays would say, before I let go. So I was telling you about this, so you got this country singer, this dude named Jason Aldean. So he released a song in May. Now he didn't write the song, but he sang it and recorded it, and then he did this video. It's talking about small town folks and how they, they got guns and they'll use their violence if you yell at a cop or spit on a cop, or if you carjack somebody, don't try it. Don't come to a small town and try that, because we take care of our own. Now here's where it really got tricky, because when you see the video, you have video clips of Black Lives Matter protesters who were not carjacking, who were not slapping or spitting at police or burning a United States flag, for the most part. They weren't doing any of that. As a matter of fact, a lot of folks that were doing it, they were racist plants that would dress up in all black and have a mask on and breaking windows and setting things on fire. So people who supported the Black Lives Matter protest would get blamed for it. As a matter of fact, a brother called this one white dude that was a cop, had on all black like the Omen, and had this little long piece of, like a little long strip of metal, some device, and was just ping, 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 ping. It was an auto store. I'll never forget that. And he was just walking on the side of the auto store and just tapping the glass, tapping the glass, tapping the glass. Break. It would shatter when he would hit it with this long piece of metal, whatever it was. And the brother called him and said, hey, man, hey. Brother ran up on him, was like, yo, dude, what you doing, man? Cut that out. And it was funny, because I knew you could find a video. A lot of people probably saw it. I think the brother had a joint, and he told his boys, he's like, hey, man, hold this. Let me handle this. So Jason Aldean has this video of Black Lives Matter protesters, BLM protesters, and we know what that imagery. Oh, by the way, he's performing the video. They shoot the video in front of a courthouse. So it was shot in front of a courthouse in Tennessee, I believe Columbia, Tennessee, where nearly 100 years ago in 1927, an 18-year-old black man was accused of trying to hit on a white woman or something. And they found him, they caught him. The story goes, they tied him to a truck. Man, you all are savages. You white nationalists are savages. Any person that would do this, extreme racists, Ku Klux Klan members, all of y'all. So they allegedly drugged the kid, tied him to like a truck or car, and drug him, because that happened with this guy named James Byrd in Texas. Google James Byrd. That happened, I believe, I think in the 90s or late 80s. Did the same thing to him. Kind of like Emmett Till. They didn't drag him, but they put this huge metal fan around his neck, and he sunk to the bottom of a river or lake, wherever they found Emmett Till way back in 1955. And then, so this young man, this 18-year-old young man in Tennessee, the same courthouse, they took his body and then they hung him. He was already dead, but they lynched him. He was hanging by his neck in front of this courthouse in Tennessee. The Jason Aldean shot his video, his performance scene in the video. Now, Jason will say, well, look, I'm not racist, and the video is not a racist video. And bullshit. Like I said yesterday, and go back and binge watch yesterday's show. Black people, and the thing is, you racist white folks, you white nationalists, you Ku Klux Klan members and neo-Nazis and Proud Boys and Oath Keepers and 3%ers, all of y'all, you all know the dog whistles. But y'all ain't dog whistling now. Now you got like a bullhorn. Nick, 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 Nick. You don't even try to hide it. But black folks know. We know when we see racism, when we smell racism, when we taste racism, when we feel racism, when we can touch it. We can see it, smell it, feel it, taste it, and touch it. We know it when it hits us or when we see it. So don't stop. Don't try to gaslight us and, no, it's y'all crazy. Y'all are racist. I ain't racist. We know exactly what these images represent and why you put, out of all the video, if you're talking about a small town, why do you have video clips of Black Lives Matter protests in big cities? Just what are you trying to say in that video? We know what you were trying to say. So own your racism. You got a right to be racist, and I got a right to call it out. We both operate under this First Amendment your freedom of speech. And as an artist, you have artistic freedom. But as an entertainer and a commentator, I got a right to say something about it. And I got a right to call you. I got a right to call you out on your bullshit and your gaslighting. So that's what I'm doing. But my grandmother, Jean Jones, who I'm named after, would always say, Jeannie, she would say, God don't like ugly. My grandfather, Conway Jones, would say the same thing. He's like, God don't like ugly, and he ain't too crazy about pretty. And karma, you've heard me say it for those who watch me all the time on this show, karma is real. You don't have to believe in God. You don't have to believe in Jesus, Allah, Jehovah, Buddha, Muhammad, whatever you call your higher power, whoever he or she is. You don't have to believe in none of that. But I guarantee you, karma, whatever you call it, you may have a different name. The energy that you put out into the universe and that you send out into the world, that energy will always find its way back to you. That energy will find its way home. And it's home, your energy is going to come back to you in some way. And hopefully it didn't come back to you through somebody you love, like your children or family members. Now here's what's ironic. I call it karma. You can call it what you want to call it. So the same Jason Aldean was performing in Connecticut last weekend. On the stage, performing, in the middle of his performance, all of a sudden, he had to run off the stage. He apparently had a heat stroke. And I don't wish that now. Now, please hear what I'm saying, because I don't wish that I don't wish death on nobody. Even people that might wish it on me, I don't wish that on you. I will defend myself. You ain't going to hurt me, but I don't wish that, because that karma and that energy will come back to me. But karma's real, and I'm going to call it out when I see it. It's just ironic. You put out that negative energy in that video, and last weekend, in the middle of your performance on stage in Connecticut, you suffered from heat stroke, had a heat stroke or heat exhaustion, because he tried to play it down. Well, I don't really have a heat stroke, heat exhaustion. Okay, say what you want to say. But like I said, like my grandmother said, and my grandfather, like Gene Jones and Conway Jones said, God don't like ugly, and he ain't too pretty. He ain't too crazy about pretty. But she meant God don't like, he don't like ugly ways and ugly things. When you do ugly ways and ugly things, that energy will come back to you. That's what they meant when they said God don't like ugly, and he ain't too crazy about pretty. One of those old school sayings from the South. My grandparents, grandfather was from a little small town, Yazoo City, Mississippi. My grandmother was from a little small town, Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Migration in the 30s and 40s found their way to Chicago. So I'm glad that Jason Aldean is okay, because like I said, I don't wish illness, sickness, or death on nobody. I don't. Even people that are hateful, I don't mess with you, but I don't wish anything, because when I wish that on you, I'm wishing that on myself or my family. That's why I'm different in a lot than you haters, you white nationalists and neo-Nazis and white supremacists. But I digress. So I just thought it was, and last night I shared that story about the whole thing with this Jason Aldean song, and you got folks defending, you got folks checking him on it. Country singer, shout out to Sheryl Crow. She's like, come on, dude, you better than that. Are we really doing this? But that's okay. Like, the universe has a way of checking you. Like I said, the energy, so be very careful. The energy that you send out into the world, it'll come back. It's going to find its way back to you, because it's yours. It's got to come back to its original source. So be careful. Think about that. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and you, and you, and you, and especially you and God. Most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday. Tell everybody you know to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. I am less than 80 new subscribers away from becoming a YouTube partner. That means I'm less than 80 new subscribers away from securing that YouTube bag, from getting a YouTube check. You'll see ads on my channel pretty soon. So holla at your man at the cookout. See, at the speakeasy, at the after hours joint, at the VFW hall, at your favorite nightclub, your bar and grill. You know, when the movie's over, don't talk while you're watching Barbie or Oppenheimer. Family reunion, picnic, class picnic, whatever you got going on. Tell everybody, Geno Jones Show on YouTube. Subscribe to the show. Share the show. Share the link. Copy and paste the link. Share it. Screen grab it. Send it to somebody. I'll appreciate it. Shout out to Allie Jones. She's the drip director, as I like to call her, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Fashion designer, fashion design major, Columbia College, Chicago. One of the hot new designers, not just in America, but on the planet. Check out her lx.ncl collection. It is a collection of crocheted gear. She's got swimsuits, handbags, tops, leggings, little caps, little beanies, all crocheted. Incredible. You got to see it for yourself. She is the stylist for the show. Check her out on IG, Instagram, lx.ncl_. lx.ncl_. Mr. Bruce Gage, also stylist, wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Miglio di Mario Uomo. This blazer is from the Mario Uomo collection. It's a Mario Uomo suit, really. And Flyball, the store. He is also one of the officially licensed Negro League baseball gear. So they have amazing gear. Flyball, the store. They got like Letterman varsity jackets and sweaters and shirts, ties, caps, and a whole lot more. All your Negro League teams from the Negro Baseball League. In New York, Chicago, and Pittsburgh, Homestead, which was like a suburb of Pittsburgh. So check it out, Flyball, the store. All one word, Flyball, the store. But the Mario Uomo collection, like this suit jacket, really, you see the jacket, but it's a suit. Miglio di Mario Uomo, Miglio Mario Uomo, Miglio Mario Uomo. Have a great weekend, me and you. Monday afternoon, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live is the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show. Make it a Geno Jones Show binge watch weekend. So binge watch all my back episodes right here on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. And remember, tell everybody you know, at the family reunion, the cookout, the class picnic, whatever you got going on, class reunion, the wedding, the reception, at the speakeasy, at the after-hour joint, wherever you're going to be, after you get out of the movie, going to see Barbie or Oppenheimer or Mission Impossible. Spread the word. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. It's must-see TV. Tina Turner had a song, Simply the Best. And that describes it. All right, everybody. I love y'all. I really do. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching once again. Have a great weekend. Hey, enjoy the movie. Enjoy the Barbie movie if you're going. Or Oppenheimer or Mission Impossible. And we'll see you live 6:30 p.m. Eastern on Monday. But remember, the Geno Jones Show is always available 24 hours, 7 days a week, right here on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Have a great weekend.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.